Hello. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Annie.
Oh, hi. Peekaboo, everybody. We see you.
Peekaboo.
Well, we can't see you, but you can see
Yeah,
us
they can
today.
see us. They can see us. Well,
Mhm.
it's so nice to see all the
Yeah.
friends in the comments. We've got people from Ontario, Germany,
Yeah.
Florida. I did see earlier when we first started, hi from Foggy, Ohio.
Yes, definitely.
We know. I think this is like this a lot of places, but spring is teasing us one day and then winter's like, I'm not done with you yet.
You're
So,
right. Like, surprise.
yeah. So, anyways, we're excited to be here. Thank you for hopping in. My name is Aubrey Ellerbrock, and I've got my short little mama in here today with me. This is Annie Moody.
Hi, everybody.
What do you do here?
I design and digitize and make coffee and take out the
does
trash.
coffee.
I do all of that.
Yes.
But you know what? What happens, Aubrey, if you have a peekaboo accident?
A peekaboo accident?
Yeah.
She also has jokes. Sometimes they scare me. I don't know, Mom. What happens?
You end up in the ICU.
Oh.
Peekaboo, ICU. Okay. Moving
I think
on.
my dad's wearing off on her, and it's really scary, you guys.
It's the grandma jokes.
Yeah. No, I love it. Very sunny and cold northern Idaho. Hi, Paula.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to get started here today. So I just want to make one thing clear as we get started. Our true Peekaboo workshop starts tomorrow.
Not today.
Thursday and Friday this week. Okay. Thursday and Friday. But today we are going to talk a little bit peekaboo. We're going to stitch out, Annie's going to stitch out for you the free gift.
Yes.
And
it's so cute.
It is cute. But before we show it, we're going to
okay.
show it and we're going to stitch it. We want to make sure that you know how to get it. So who has it? Let me know in the comments if you have it. Say me in the comments if you downloaded yours. If you're like, what free gift are you talking about? Then give me a number 1 in the comments. But also just go to hoopsisters.com. If you go to hoopsisters.com, at the very top, there's a banner and you'll see Peekaboo workshop registration. And once you register, the free gift will go right to where your downloads go on your computer. So it's super handy dandy, and then you can play with it. So if you're typing number 1, just go to hoopsisters.com. You can do it even after the live if you want. Get registered for the workshop that's tomorrow and Friday. It doesn't cost anything to register, and then just hop in here same time the next 2 days, same place the next 2 days, and you'll get the free gift. Okay, so that's how you're going to do that. I see a lot of number 1s.
Yep, there's some 1s and there's some me's, people that already have it.
Yep. So if you're typing the number 1, just make a mental note. If you want to get what Annie is stitching today for free, you will need to register on our website. Okay.
And even if you don't want it, still register, because
even if you don't, you're going to want it.
You're going to want it.
But if you don't,
but you can still come to the workshop.
Yeah. And so during the workshop tomorrow, we'll talk about this a little bit more later too, but we're going to show you a whole new design and stitch out some things, then stitch out a block and all that stuff. So it's really fun to come and get registered for that workshop.
It is.
Registering gets you the free gift. It also makes it so that we send you reminder emails. And if you fill out the text information and you're within the continental US, I don't think it texts outside. I don't think it's like that fancy.
Okay.
But we'll send you a text reminder too. So,
yeah.
Okay, so you want to take over?
We can show it now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you what it is. It's little teeny tiny thing. It is a needle holder. So I don't know if you're like me or not, but sometimes your needles will get stuck or embedded in your pin cushion, or if you have a magnetic pin cushion, they're buried in there with all of your pins and it's hard to find them. There's a little bitty hair tie and the button holds it in place, and inside is a little piece of felt.
It's so cute.
Where you can put all your needles, which is very cool. You could even have this like a little sewing kit in your purse, or just keep it handy when you're doing some 4-letter word hand stitching. But it's just so cute because it opens up and then you close it. And this is a little bitty baby hair tie.
And it's elastic. So
and it's elastic.
We've been playing with it.
We have.
So I did see Roberta said she can't join us tomorrow. And
no
but
problem.
that's I'm mentioning that because the replays are always available.
Mhm.
So that's really nice
Yep.
too. And if you're registered, you're going to get an email with the replays in it.
Yep,
so I
we
would still
sure
say
are.
register.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right.
And Nina is off the phone, so she is putting in the comments. Thank you, Nina. Putting in the comments the direct registration link, so
Yep.
you guys can do that too.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to talk about what we need to make this.
That's a great idea,
Is that
Kathy.
a great idea. What'd she say?
She said it almost looks like you could put, like, if you were traveling, like you could put tea bags in there.
Oh, yeah, that is a great idea.
And then just put it in your purse. I like that.
It's about 2.5 inches square inside there.
There you
have
go.
other ideas.
All right, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you go.
Oh,
Do your thing.
Sure. Okay, so what you need to do this cute little free needle holder design is you need 2 pieces of fabric, an inner fabric and an outer fabric. So you need 2 that are 7 inches by 7 inches. And by the way, the file size is 6 inches by 6 inches. So make sure that you have a hoop size that will fit for that. And then you need a little 2.5-inch square of felt that's going to coordinate with your fabric. I'm going to put this on top of the black. Then you need some kind of little baby ponytail holder. Now, this is the one I used in my first one. I'm going to use it in the one I'm going to sew today too. But there's also another kind. And I tried that today. Those are a little thicker. I actually think I like this type better. So I think this is the
You like
kind
this
I
one better?
I think
Yeah.
I like this one better. It just goes around the button better
Thank you.
and everything else.
And
So-
I told you I was not going to talk anymore, but I can't do that.
I knew that wasn't
Um,
true.
Nina in the office is an avid tea drinker.
Yeah.
She heard me say the comment, and so she brought those in there. So this one's a little big, but you could just fold that in there.
Yeah. So the other one's not though,
How
right?
cute of an idea.
Because that one's in a package.
Yes.
So this one would actually work great in there.
So cute.
So yeah, don't dump this whole thing in your hot water.
And
though.
these are at Rite Aid
they are.
or like sometimes the
Yep.
dollar store.
Yeah, or
Like,
the grocery store.
or the
They have
grocery
a nice
store.
hair section.
my daughter
Yep.
uses these.
Yeah,
So
those are very
easy
they're
to
very
find.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna get started. I'm
Okay.
gonna jump over here to the machine and we'll get started on this.
maybe you could even show them those instructions
Yeah,
that come with it when you
sure
get over
can.
there.
I sure can. Let me get all my supplies where I can reach them. Okay. So these are the instructions, and basically it's just 2 pages. This first page is just a cute picture. It tells you what we need to make it, just like I went over. And in addition to the fabric and the felt and the hair tie, you're going to need to put battleizer in the hoop. You're going to need a thread that matches your fabric, embroidery bobbin thread, and the trimmer by George can be a helpful tool in trimming it as well. So there we go. It just has 5 steps is all there is. Just 5 steps to this design, so it'll be really quick to make. So let's get going here. Your first step is you're going to hoop your battleizer and you're going to sew a placement stitch. That's step 1. Step 2 is you're going to take your inside fabric, and I chose the black and white print to put there. And so I'm going to just place this right over the placement stitch that I just sewed earlier. And I'm going to peek underneath to make sure there's an equal amount overlapping and that the placement stitch is sufficiently covered. And then I'm just going to use the same thread throughout. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button, and the machine is going to tack that fabric down, and it's also going to sew a placement stitch so we know where to put that little piece of felt.
Just a reminder, the microphone is over at this computer.
Okay, so the fabric's tacked down, but it's not finished with this step yet. It's going to sew that placement stitch for our felt.
Yeah, Joni said she used a thick hair tie and robe velour for the center instead of felt. And Joni's is super cute. If you haven't seen it, she posted it in our VIP Facebook group today. It's nice and bright.
Very cool. I thought about using different fabric. This is the fabric that we use in the peekaboo design that we'll show you tomorrow, but I don't know. I just wanted things to coordinate.
Yeah.
So there's my placement stitch for my felt. And you could use a red felt, whatever. You could use a different color if you want to. You're going to need to peek underneath to make sure that your felt is covering that placement stitch. And then it's going to stitch right on the edge of it. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't move.
This is easy. I think I could do this.
This is so super easy. Now, it might be kind of hard to tell on this black with the black thread, but up here at the top, it did just whoops, got another thread tail here. It did just a little tiny stitch to help show me where the center is. And it looks like it's right about there. So this is where we're going to take our hair tie. This is another reason why I like these better, because the other thicker ones kind of scared me a little bit, to be honest with you. But you're just going to place that hair tie there. You're going to have the majority of that hair tie on the inside because we're going to turn it. So you want to make sure that it is on the inside. So I'm just going to hold that there. If you want to and you're a little nervous about that, the glue.
Can you point on camera maybe with these as to where you're lining that up and why?
Okay. So it's hard to see because it was black thread on black. I can feel it, but there's just a little stitch that comes down right there, marking the center of that little flap. And so that's where I'm going to place my hair tie. Did I lose my hair tie?
They're so clear. Do you want a new one?
Like,
You want a new? Oh, there you go.
It's laying there. I just couldn't see it. But if you want to, you could use a little basting glue. This is the Roxanne glue based it, just to put a little dot there and then give it a moment to dry. But it really isn't necessary because the hair tie is long enough. All right, I'm going to make sure that that's in the seam allowance. And hit the start button. Okay, I'm going to actually back up a step because what I see happened is it got, let me back it up. I'm going to do that step again because it got half of my little rubber band, but not the whole thing. So I'm going to go back and try that again. It just kind of moved as it went. I'm going to talk you all into using glue. All right, there we go.
So this probably isn't part of your demonstration and you're going to fire me for interrupting you all the time, but
no, I
can
won't.
you take that off and hold that placement up to the camera closely so they can get an idea?
Does that look pretty good? So the placement right here, I know it's clear. I'll put the scissors under it and cut that thread so you can see it. So right here is our little rubber band. Right there. It's clear. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have used a bright red one or something. But the very first, or the step that tacks down this black and white fabric, it did do a little stitch down in here. It was just difficult to see because it happened to be black on black. But that will help you to be able to line your little rubber band. And so that's where that is placed. Now our final step is adding the fabric that will end up being on the outside. And you're going to lay that. This is a black fresco fabric from Michael Miller. So you can see that this is the right side. The wrong side is a solid back on this particular fabric. So since this is my right side, I'm going to lay this. Let's move this up so you can see it. I'm going to lay it right side down, basically just in the exact same place that the black and white fabric was. And it's going to sew the seam and it's going to leave an opening so we can turn it. It's such a fun, quick project. And if you have a bigger hoop, you could put multiples in a hoop, and your sewing friends or your guild members and stuff, you could just give them all kinds of cute little gifts. Actually, you don't even have to be a sewer or quilter. I think everybody needs to sew a button on once in a while, right?
There you go.
Okay, we are done over here. That's it. So we'll talk about getting it out of the hoop and trimming it.
All right.
All right, so let me get this out of the hoop.
That's it, huh?
Those magnets are tough.
That's it? That's all you do?
That's it. That's all you do. Well, not quite.
Pretty close.
Pretty stinking close. Okay, so here it is out of the hoop. And I'm going to show you the back side. I did have earlier, as I got started ahead of time, I don't think I had my bobbin thread quite in the tension like I should have. So you can see a little laddering on there. But basically what you're going to do, and I'm going to get that started over here. You won't be able to see me do it, but I need my scissors. You're going to cut the battleizer right up to that stitch. And you can use the Trimmer by George to do it. There are some curves. So if you decide to use the Trimmer by George, you'll have to cut a little, turn a little, cut a little, and turn it a little. I'm just going to cut part of this just so that you can see.
And she is using, just so you guys know, I know we don't have a camera on her, but she's using our hoop scissors, and they're fantastic because of this offset handle. So if you're trimming in the hoop, it makes it so easy to get down in there and trim. So these are fantastic. I'm sure we'll talk more about those.
We will.
Day 1 and 2 of our workshop.
I'm just going to do a partial trim so you can see. You can see you're going to trim as close to the basting stitches you can get, either with the hoop scissors or the Trimmer by George. These areas and these corners, it's going to be difficult to use the Trimmer by George to get it in there, but you can certainly use your hoop scissors to do that. And then I'm going to show you, you're then going to cut your fabric 1/4 of an inch from that basting stitch. I'm going to say approximately because it's not perfect.
And it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. So then you're going to cut it, the fabric like that. So it's 1/4 of an inch from that basting stitch. And then you are going to turn it. So I have one that I've already cut. So there's an opening in it. So I'm going to work it so I can get it turned.
I'm going to try to point this at you a little bit better.
Okay.
And I'll get out of the way because I'm too tall.
So I'm just gonna, and by the way, you also probably need to clip your curves and clip into that corner because that's going to help it all lay a lot nicer. See if I can get all the little flaps out. Almost there. And sometimes you might want to maybe even take a pen or a closed pen or your scissors to get in there and be able to get all those edges even. I see one spot I didn't get it very well. But basically here it is when it's turned right side out. There's the right side of it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to press this and then you can top stitch it. I'll show you on this one. See, this one is top stitch. So you're going to press it, top stitch it. You've already got your little rubber band in there. You're going to need to sew a little button on there. So I just picked up these little cute little pearlized buttons, but I'm sure probably most of you even have some buttons on hand that you can grab. But that's all you do is press it, top stitch it. When you top stitch it, it's going to automatically close the opening that's right here. And then just add your little button. Where's my button? Oh, that's the one. Doesn't have a button yet.
You haven't put it on yet.
Oh my. But there it is, all top stitch. Button is sewn on it. And then you just close the side flaps, the bottom one, and then wrap the little rubber band around there. This is the one that I did earlier that I used the thicker rubber band, and you're definitely going to want to use maybe a little glue and just let it set for a couple minutes to get it in place. But that's how you make the little needle holder. So they're just so cute. You can make several at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a free gift for all of you who register for our workshop we're having tomorrow.
So you top stitch all the way around?
All the way around this entire little crazy shape. And just I use black thread in there, but you'll press it really good. Of course, this hasn't been pressed yet. And when you top stitch it, this is your opening. You'll fold that in there and press the fabric to the inside, and that top stitching will keep it closed.
Okay, and then did you snip the corners, Kathy?
Yes, I did snip the corners. I'll snip this corner just to show you. And they see that? I'm going to snip this corner right up to the stitching. And then on the curves, you might want to clip your curves as well as you go around. And all that good stuff helps it lay nice and flat.
Okay, fantastic. So if you have not yet registered for the Peekaboo event, that's how you get this free gift. So once you register, you'll get the files to make this. You'll also get the instructions. So Annie just walked you through it, but it's super simple. There's 2 pages. I've seen some of our instructions have a lot more pages than this.
5 whole steps, trim it,
Yeah.
turn it, top stitch it, sew a button on, you're all set to go.
Right. Great gift for retreat friends.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. We don't have a drawing today. Today. But tomorrow is day 1 of the workshop.
Mhm.
And then Friday is day 2 of the workshop. And we will have a drawing then. So tomorrow we'll have a drawing from Hoop Sisters, and you will earn store credit if you are live and comment the keyword. And then Friday, we actually have Maddie Murphy back from Baby Lock, and she has a giveaway as well. So check your email. If you're registered, you will get an email and you'll get kind of the details on that. So read their terms and conditions. They have different terms and conditions than we do, and get registered for that.
Mhm.
So just basically go to hoopsisters.com, the very top banner, and Nina's dropped the link a couple times, which is super helpful if you want the direct link. Otherwise, just go to hoopsisters.com, click the banner, put in your email, phone, and name. We'll get you registered, and your free gift will be something that you can download right away. It goes right to where your downloads go on your computer, and you'll get an email after you register. In there, you'll have a link to that download again, and a link to the Baby Lock giveaway. So lots of good stuff that kind of opens up and unlocks. And by the way, all of our stuff is multi-formatted. So if you have a different type of machine, it's totally fine. Annie was using a Janome today. So, it doesn't matter. You can still participate in the giveaway, just so you know. But we'll have 2 giveaways, one tomorrow and one Friday, okay? And by this picture here is a little peek of the Peekaboo design that Annie's going to show us tomorrow. Let's see. Are you eligible for the drawing if you registered but can't watch it live? So you would be eligible, Kathy, for the Baby Lock giveaway. Our giveaway is for live viewers who come. So it depends on which one you're talking about. We do a keyword. That keyword has to be commented live to be put into the drawing. Whereas she could draw your name on the Baby Lock one day 2. So hopefully that clears that up. So what are we going to do tomorrow, Annie? Because tomorrow is our official day 1 of our Peekaboo workshop.
Tomorrow we're going to stitch out a block, one of the blocks in our Peekaboo quilt. And then let's see, Friday, you didn't ask about Friday, but can I keep going?
Yes.
Okay, Friday we're going to teach you how to pin, sew the seam, press it, and just how to join the two different blocks together. And then I think we're also, if we have time, are we going to stitch out the bonus?
Yeah, we are.
All right. And then, of course, Maddie's going to be here as well. So
yeah, the bonus, we're going to stitch that out, and we haven't even shown you that yet. So some big reveals coming up. Also, Kathy, best wishes for your hubby on that surgery tomorrow. Okay. I think we covered it all, but just final words are make sure you go get registered. Because
can I just say the bonus kind of coordinates with the freebie?
Yes.
Okay. Now you know.
the bonus coordinates with the freebie
Yep.
and the design kind of coordinates with the
Mhm.
freebie. So if you like the freebie, you're going to like the rest. All right, you all, we will be back here tomorrow, same time and Friday, and we will get into it. We are going to have the
Mhm.
official reveal, and you're going to have the option to decide to buy it or not and
Mhm.
participate further with us. So we will see you then, and I hope to see you all registered.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.